So in my last video, I was talking about how the God grift is the biggest grift ever because you are God and you are Goddess. You are Mother Gaia. You are the Christ, the Sophia herself. And so there's nothing to sell you because that can be directly realized. But I want to talk about another aspect of the God grift that is really sneaky, which is selling you Christ figures. So this is the idea that there are special people on the planet. They have a little more access, a little more of a direct line to God or to Christ consciousness than you do. It's the idea of specialness in general. Specialness is the grift. It's the idea that there is somebody to look up to who is a middleman between you and God, who's going to lead your way there. They're an external hero or a heroine or a saint or a martyr. But it's not true. There are no Christ figures. A figure is an inanimate object, a figurine, an empty vessel, a false idol that we project onto. You could even say they're NPCs. And we're given false idols or Christ figures all the time in the form of celebrities and the ultra-rich and scientists and intellectuals on the secular side of the street. And then in the form of spiritual and healing gurus and celebrities and martyrs on the other side of the street, which are the ones I've fallen for. If you see any of them as better than you or less than you, or possessing something you don't have access to, you fell for the grift. They're all positioned as someone who will save us, who will lead us. And that's what keeps us stagnant, because no one saves us. We save ourselves. We, in the form of pure consciousness, or you could say awake awareness, that which sees and feels everything, which is not a separate self. It's the witnessing consciousness looking at me and feeling the resonance of this message behind your name, behind your story, that pure witnessing, that is oneness. And she comes and saves you, the body, leads the body. She comes and inhabits every corner of the body to make you an alive action figure. She enters the holy temple of you. And then, as Yeshua said, I and my Father are one, right? That's the direct realization. There's a woman named Amma, she's called the Hugging Saint, and she's hugged millions and millions of people and is often considered like the pure embodiment of Christ consciousness or unconditional love. And I've hugged her and sat in her community and listened to her songs. And it's true, there's a beautiful, beautiful resonance there, a lovely energy to sit with. And she is constantly saying to her ashram, to her people, that it's not me, it's you. You are the same. We are one. It is all God. And one of her songs, when I was visiting, in the chorus, it's saying it over and over again. She sings, "When will my children grow up?" And in it, she's asking us to realize ourselves as God, to grow up, to realize it through our being, through our body, to no longer look to an external figure like a parent, like a leader, like an authority that's going to lead us. Rather, we save ourselves. We become one inside of ourselves. We lead and save ourselves. So I think she's right. It's time. It's time to grow up. I want to answer her question, when are my children grow up, with now. Now's the time. It's time. It's time for everybody to grow up and really become the hero of your own story. You're it.